First of all, congratulations on the film. Amazing job. It's crazy. With Marvel movies, I already get excited, but even leaving this movie, I was more excited than going in, which is kind of crazy to me.
Oh, awesome.
First of all, Marvel's changed the game when it comes to villains with Killmonger and Thanos. And for you, I got to ask you, Jake, how was it the personal challenge taking on a role like Mysterio?
Well, you know, in the comics, he's an antagonist and he's a villain in the comics. And so to me, I thought the take on him as, you know, really a hero and joining up with Spider-Man in this movie to fight the real enemy was really interesting. You know, I think to me, I'm always looking at things that I find sometimes the idea of a character to be too on the nose, particularly when you're dealing with mythology and kind of thing. And he was a much more complicated character than that. So it was really fun, you know. It allowed for like a lot of different room, but I loved a different take on a character that people would expect one thing from, but they're going to get another.
It's brilliantly written too, that character. And Sam, for you, you've been in the MCU for a while now, and with your interaction with Peter Parker is a lot different than other characters in the MCU because he genuinely fears you. So talk to me about...
And nobody else does?
I mean,
it's just him?
They definitely respect you, but he
right.
genuinely fears you. So talk to me about how Fury sees Peter.
I'm assessing him. I respect what Stark said about him, you know, but you know, Tony is Tony, and he sees things differently from everybody else. So when he tells me this kid is the future, it's like, okay, well, let's see. Well, first of all, he's ghosted me, so that's a problem. And second of all, when I do finally get hold of him, he's not mature in a way that we need him to be, or he's not taking what I'm saying seriously in a way because he seriously wants to be a kid.
Right.
And he's being clouded by his hormones, which is typical of a teenager. So I really don't think he's ready for the responsibility that, you know, Tony tells me he's ready for.
Earlier today, Kevin told me a story about Tom. He said that when Tom got the role of Spider-Man, that he wrote down things that he wanted to accomplish in a year, and one of the things that was on the list was actually working with you, Jake. I'm not sure if you knew that or not, but
I'm now into the press junket enough. I've heard that a couple of times.
The question I have is that now that ever since we've seen Spider-Man from Civil War, he's been looking for a father figure. Talk to me about Quentin's relationship with Peter.
Well, it's interesting because, you know, Tom refers to it as really like they're brothers. You know, I'm an older brother to his younger brother. And I agree with that. I think the thing about the two of them is that Quentin and Peter have similar backgrounds. They've come from similar places. I think they share a lot in common. But obviously, Quentin's had a lot more experience. When he first arrives, you know, he's come from this other Earth. He's been a soldier on another Earth. And he's seen a lot of horrific things. And he's seen these creatures destroy his world. And he's lost a lot. And I think they really become friends and really brothers in a lot of ways through that loss and through the understanding of that. And they become fast friends, you know? They're forced to work together, obviously, because Nick Fury is saying, you got to do this thing. But I think if it weren't for Quentin and the history that he has, I don't think it would be as easy for Peter to join up and fight in the same way. So, you know, in that way, they're brother who he looks up. They're brothers. He looks up to him.
And Sam, last question for you. To me, you're the glue of the MCU. And it's been 11 years with the Marvel Universe. What are the chances I get you for at least 10 more? I want you for 10 more years in the MCU.
Chances? Pretty good. I'm feeling okay.
I love it.
I hope that's all right. You know, talk Kevin out of killing me. We'll be good.